Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. We got a pretty epic unboxing video um, about to take place. This is a culmination of like 2 months worth of pickups, here and there. But, my comic shop, eBay, retail exclusives. This got some reading material and pre-orders and some unique stuff that I'm like surprised I even own now, because it's like, I don't know, these are hard to find stuff, at least you don't see them that often. I don't know. Tell me what you think. But first, as you can see, we have German editions. I'm kind of in this I look out for the foreign editions, especially not like unique foreign editions. And the Batman Beyond one kind of caught my eye online because I'm thinking, I like Batman Beyond. I really wanted the #1 from 1999, but the newsstands and the directs are so expensive, and everybody has one of them, or that's what a lot of people collect for them. That's what they're gonna get, and I want mine, fairly high grade, like a 9.2 or above. 9.8s are ridiculous on the Batman Beyonds. But this German one really caught my eye online because it was going for a good deal, or at least I thought, compared to the other version, or the other versions, and the German ones that were for sale online. So I'm picking this one up. I picked it up for like 200 and something. I don't know if this is a good deal, but the census, there's not many of the German ones on the census. There's like less than 20, I think. And there's only like, or maybe it's less than that, but there's like only a couple 9.8s and then no 9.6s and then 9.4s. But this was this one says Batman of the Future. I don't know. We'll see what it does. I've always liked Batman Beyond. I've always liked Batman, the animated stuff. And it's just good to have that in the collection. This one on the right is a German reprint from the Avengers series. And this is the reprint of Avengers 4, The Return of Captain America. And I don't know. I've had this this has been on my comic shop for a while, and I just decided to pick it up because I don't know when I'm ever going to see another one of this in this grade in a 9.6. I don't think there's, I think there's less, I don't think there's a lot of copies out there on the census. But either way, you look at Avengers 4, and if you get a low grade copy for, it's ridiculous to get a low grade copy of that. So I was like, I want to get this one. It has the Jack Kirby art. It's actually different. It's a variation of it, because #4 has, I want to say, Namor in that little picture, and this one has Vision up here. But German edition, Avengers 4, I paid like $190 or something on my comic shop. I don't know, had my eye on it. I just went ahead and pulled the trigger and bought it. But we'll see. Like I said, there's not a lot out there to compare it with. I mean, but yeah, I like the foreign edition stuff. Or at least I've been on a kick of it lately. This is, well, let me show you. These are a couple of retail exclusives that were, I think that I bought this off eBay though. This is Ice Cream Man. This is like an homage to the Raiders of the Lost Ark. I just thought it was a cool homage to that. Ice Cream Man horror. It looks pretty cool. And this from Rabbit Comics, the Lost Years, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and this one along with it, the Johnny I forget how to, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Descharnes. I can't pronounce his name, but he does these amazing palette art thing. I might end up getting this graded because it's just that thing. I love the art of this. On the secondary market, they're not crazy money, but it's just good to pick it up. I got the set for like $30 or something, $35 when I first bought it a while ago. It's still up on their site, but they raised the price of it. But yeah. Anyways, I got this. Is like almost like a Playboy Grail, I think. And I can't believe my comic shop had it for like $6 on their site. But this is Playboy first Pamela Anderson. And I don't know what it is, I'm drawn to these. This is, I can't believe they had it up for like $6. They labeled this as a fine. It looks like a clean copy to me. But I'm drawn to these blonde bombshells throughout history. And Pamela Anderson, I just watched her Netflix documentary. She's just a class act. She was just so gorgeous in her. She still is, but I'm glad that she's gone on and she's doing other stuff. You know, it was interesting to watch that on Netflix, the Pamela Anderson documentary. But this one is her first appearance in Playboy. Great cover. And see, I might end up sending this to get graded because it's a great looking cover. I don't really, off the rip, I don't see any kind of like, I've seen magazines that look rough, and this thing does not look rough. But that's great to have. I'm like tempted to open it up and look at it, but I don't really want to because it's so, I don't know, I don't want to ruin it, but it is tempting. But this is an old Cabaret men's magazine I picked up. I don't remember what I paid for it. I might have paid like $30, $40 or something like that. But Marilyn Monroe cover. She's in the bathtub. She's beautiful. I love these old men's magazines. And this one's in actually pretty decent shape. I'm not... Yeah, there is some issues. Yeah. You know, it's not like, it's a VG copy of a magazine, but it's so old. Like, you gotta wonder, it's like, how many of these old magazines are really out there in good, halfway decent shape? Because I don't think anybody's been... I mean, there's collectors out there. There's Marilyn Monroe collectors out there. This will always be a collector's item, but seems like every collectible is getting graded now. It's just kind of getting a little ridiculous, but I just love the cover. I love, you know, it's almost a time capsule going back to that day, that era when she was, you know, a star. But yeah, Marilyn Monroe cover, great to have it. This is a pulp. Planet Stories, Volume 5-8. Who knows what it is? There's so many volumes of those pulps. But this is a Philip K. Dick. This is actually his second published work. I want to say is the volume, the number before it was his first published work. But those two, they both have great good girl covers. If you ever look it up, the Planet Stories with his first published works got great covers. Now this is in rough shape. I didn't pay much for it, but I just got it just to get it, you know, because it's pretty interesting to have. But yeah, Philip K. Dick, if anybody, you know, follows science fiction, you know, you got, for me, or for the pioneers of that genre, is the or in the mid-century, Isaac Asimov and Philip K. Dick really just took science fiction to another level. And then, now in modern times, everybody's movies are based on them. You know, you got Total Recall, you know, obviously Blade Runner, but this is just interesting to have. I might, you know, it's just going to be in my collection. It's not going to be like, I'm not going to get it graded or anything. I don't even know if, eventually they will be grading these pulps, but there's tape on this thing. It's a rough copy of it, but it's interesting to have. All right, along with that, I picked up these little science or fantasy science fiction little novelettes or whatever. I just thought they were cool. I want to say there's some significance to this. Maybe not. Maybe not. I just love the art. I want to say there might be Asimov or Philip K. Dick stories. I'm not sure. But this one I know for sure has Philip K. Dick. It actually has, this is where the Total Recall story came from. It's a different title of it. I forget, honestly. I had it in my head, in my notes before, but it is the first time they did whatever the story is based on it. Total Recall is based off this story. I just thought this was cool because you try to look this stuff up and you just cannot find, at least this one you cannot find. And if you do, it's like $40, $50 or something crazy. But I got all those little pulps for pretty cheap, or they had them for pretty cheap. Maybe it's because of the grade. It's not that great, but it's just cool to have. These are, I think, some pickups. Let me take these down. Actually, we could look. Yeah, you could take another look at Maryland. And then we got, this is the comic I always pick up if it's there for cheap, a couple bucks. Horizon Free Comic Book Day. This one I picked up, God of War. This is actually the first appearance of his son, Atreus, I believe. And this is Batman 6. They had listed fine, very fine. I think there's some kind of thing, something going on down there, but other than that, it looks like a decent copy. First Court of Owls, or first full Court of Owls. This one they had for cheap that I will always pick up if it's there for a couple bucks. Is the Pirates of the Caribbean. 9.8s go for a little bit of money, I'm thinking, but you try to look this up, you can't really find it. But yeah, I got that for a couple bucks. Let's see what we got here. I don't know, we kind of want to just make this all one big long ass comic show and tell here. I don't even care if it goes 30, 40 minutes, whatever. I'm sure the algorithm will not like that, but whatever. Another free comic book day. Man, I'm starting to get like stacks of this stuff. Yep, another one. Like if it's for $2-3, why not? This one, I'm actually kind of disappointed what shape it is in, but nevertheless, it's a newsstand. Dave Stevens cover, Johnny Quest, number 5. Great cover. I'm kind of starting to get like on a Dave Stevens kind of kick. He's got his Good Girl stuff is really sharp. Splinter Cells. These are like, this is like a spec edition. Mass Effect number 1. I keep specking, like I said, I spec on these video game ones because I feel like they have the most room to go. I think I've already said in other videos, that is the next big trend, is in 10-20 years. I think these video game comics will be worth more than they are now. This one I thought was a cool cover because it pays homage to Harry Potter, which I thought was cool. Eros Psych, I've never read it. The story of it seems interesting though. Amazing Spider-Man. This is the reprint of 129, first appearance of Punisher. This is like pre-order stuff. Pre-order territory. Can't wait to read that. Skull and Bones. Pre-order. Want to check that out. This is a pre-order for the Gotham Knights because it has the code. Damn, how many copies did I end up picking this stuff? Another one of this free comic book day. And this is a reprint of Chamber of Chills, but Chamber of Chills 19 reprint, but it's basically that but with a different headline. But great cover, looks gorgeous. I think it's probably the next best thing of that. But I don't know if we should stop this video or just keep going. I think we'll just keep going. We'll make it like a 30-minute video, 30-minute video. But more. That was a lot of pre-order stuff, and obviously, well, not a lot of pre-order stuff. It was like 2 or 3, and then the rest were back issues. But let's see what we got in this pile. We got this. I've been wanting to read this. This Epic Collection, Kraven's Last Hunt. This is actually a new version of it, but I've been wanting to read Kraven's Last Hunt because everybody says it's good, or it's like one of those things that you just need to read as far as Spider-Man stories go. So I'm excited to read that. Okay, we got more. This is Warhammer, some variant. But I like the art. It was cheap. And there's been a big Warhammer speckage going on. This is Alita Battle Angel number 1. Viz Comics, manga. I love that movie, Alita Battle Angel. I haven't read the manga, but it seems like a really good manga. Actually, that's like on my radar to pick up eventually. But they had that. I've been wanting the #1 for a while. They've had, I think it didn't cost me much. It was like 20-30 bucks, I think. Yeah. But lately that comic's been getting more and more expensive. This is God of War #2. I got 2 copies. First cover of his son. This is something I wanted to read, but they had it for cheap. The Gears of War, because I've been wanting to read more about that, because it just seems like an interesting world to go into, and they're coming out with a show or a movie or something, so it's kind of, I kind of want to learn more about the world of it. This is a Moon Knight, the 6th series. This is the action figure variant. Thought that was cool. I like Moon Knight. I wish Marvel would do more with it. They had a good actor with Oscar Isaac. Wasn't the Disney Plus show that they put out could have been worse, but it could have been a lot better. It's almost kind of a little disappointing. But as far as what they're doing with that character, they're not utilizing him enough. The whole Marvel Cinematic Universe has kind of gone downhill since Endgame anyway, but they've really crapped the bed on some of these characters that they could have been, uplifting instead of not utilizing them. But what do I know? Warhammer Monthly #2. I just picked it up because it was cheap and more Warhammer spec. Dark Souls #1. Really great cover. I bet you this thing is tough to get in high grade. But that Dark Souls property, they're gonna do something with that eventually. I was looking at this Alan Qua's artwork. Man, that's some good stuff. Is his stuff, Alan Qua. This is Batman Madness. This is a great Tim Sale cover. Great story, by the way. I think this one was probably my favorite in that whole Long Halloween. This is like the prequel to that or whatever, but great cover. I picked this up because Amy Jo Johnson is going to be signing some stuff near where I live, so I might be able to, maybe I can get a signature from her on this comic, because why not? I mean, Amy Jo Johnson, she's the Pink Ranger, and either that or I'll find another like Pink Ranger comic for her to sign. Got one more stack. This is a pretty big stack though. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff in. Oh yeah, this is trade paperback of Bloodborne. Been wanting to read that. Like I said, another world to kind of explore. I think they're doing something with Bloodborne too. This one is a blank cover, sketch cover. Gotham Knights again. Collected them all for the codes. Mandalorian number 7. These are all pre-orders. Moon Knight 19. What is this? Oh, previews. That's kind of cool. Didn't realize how thick these were. It's Adam Hughes Vampirella. Just a fine. It's not very high grade. Same with this one. But just still great covers, man. This is Sonic 228. It's got the great video game kind of cover border to it. Thought that was cool. This is Sojourn. I like this because it's a great Greg Land cover. But no one. I thought that it's just a great cover, in my opinion. I was thinking about sending this in to get signed and graded, but because there's an Adam Hughes signing going to be happening, CGC. There's what's going on right now, or will happen at the end of the month. But there's also a Chris Claremont, so I'm thinking about sending some Adam Hughes stuff and some Claremont stuff in to get signed. This is Cartoon Network Presents number 1. They said this was a very good, and I can see why. There's like this little crease down here, and other than that, that might... See that? Well, yeah. You might be able to press it to make it look a little bit better, but it's still, this is actually the first appearance of Dexter's Laboratory. Loved that as a child. Well, I don't know how old I was, but anyways, this is Barbed Wire number 8. This is the Adam Hughes cover. This is gorgeous. I might end up getting this signed. I don't know. I'm debating if this is even worth it. And there's some spine stuff going on, but it's very faint. This one has been a tough book to get because every time it pops up, it gets snagged real quick. But this is Chilling Adventures of Sabrina number 8, a Robert Hack cover. And I think people are drawn to this because it reminds them of Chamber of Chills 19. But is that on the what? Or is that part of it? I didn't realize that was... I guess that's part of the art. There's a sticker on it that I guess that's part of the art. I didn't... I guess it's because playing on like a older comic. But yeah, I've been wanting that. This is Witchblade 129. I think this is like a low print run thing, but it's a great cover. The Division number 1. They're doing something with this property. I don't know what it is. If some of these things when they announce it, or it's been in the works for like 2-3 years. Who knows what it? But I think Jake Gyllenhaal's doing something with this property. I got 2 more copies of this Tom Clancy Splinter Cell. And then we got, last but not least, we got Sonic Super Special number 12, Newsstand. I'm not sure what exactly is special about this comic, but I think it's just a good read. But that was a ton of comics. A lot of unique finds. A lot of stuff that is just like, damn, I forgot I even ordered that. So, a lot of reading material, a lot of cool stuff, a lot of interesting stuff, great art, great covers, a lot of spec. But I hope you enjoyed all this. It's been fun unboxing all this. But thanks for watching. I know this went for a little bit longer. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Usually, sometimes I'll break it up into whatever, but this was, I was just like, let's just showcase all of it all at once. I hope you enjoyed all of it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.